What's going on, everyone? It's RVP. These are my 2018 NFC North and South predictions. This is the second video of my NFL predictions. Go back and check out last week's video for the NFC East and West, and stay tuned for the AFC in the coming weeks. So let's kick it off now with the Minnesota Vikings. I have them going 12-4 this season after a 13-3 campaign last year. 10-1 odds to win the Super Bowl. They were a game away last season, and I think they'll have a similar team. Nothing much changed in the offseason. They got Kirk Cousins, who I think is probably a little bit of an upgrade at the quarterback position. But other than that, not much change. And the MVP of this team is the safety Harrison Smith. They'll be competing with the Packers in the NFC North, who I have, as you can see, going 12-4 as well. They struggled to a 7-9 record last season, but of course, missing Aaron Rodgers, who is their MVP. They have 14-1 Super Bowl odds, and the addition of Jimmy Graham is going to be huge for Aaron Rodgers. Finally, a bona fide tight end in Green Bay. I think they will certainly compete for the division. I think it's between them and the Vikings. The other two teams, and the Lions and the Bears, really not much of a chance here in the NFC North. So now let's go on to third place, the 7-9 Detroit Lions. They were 9-7 last season. Matthew Stafford is an elite QB. He proved that in the last couple seasons, especially last season. DARIUS Slay is at cornerback is their MVP, and a key add is DEVON KENNARD at linebacker. They were 27th in the league in defense last season. That is what needs to be fixed by Matt Patricia. But they also added LeGarrette Blount at running back, so that may help out. But I think 7-9 for the Lions this season. Even if they do a little bit better than that, they will not compete in with Minnesota or Green Bay in this division. So now at the bottom, 4-12 for the Chicago Bears. 5-11 last season. I think they take a slight step back from last season. They added a lot of talent, but when the rest of the division is just so far ahead of these guys. Jordan Howard I have as their MVP, and Allen Robinson was a key addition in the offseason. Mitchell Trubisky still needs a couple of years to develop, and I think it'll be a little bit of a struggle for the Bears this season. Now into the NFC South, we have the Atlanta Falcons at 11-5. I think they'll win a stacked division. In my opinion, the best division in the NFL this season. There's three teams that could legitimately win it, and of course the Falcons, and then the Saints and Panthers. They went 10-6 last season, 16-1 Super Bowl odds. Julio Jones is their MVP. He's their wide receiver, and Calvin Ridley is another great addition at wide receiver. Matt Ryan had a tough year last year, but he is an elite quarterback. I think he can bounce back, and if he does, they are set up to win the NFC South. Another great team, the New Orleans Saints. I have them going 10-6 after an 11-5 2017 record. 18-1 Super Bowl odds. Drew Brees, of course, the MVP for this team. And a key addition, Cameron Meredith, another weapon for Drew Brees to throw to. They are one of the most complete teams in the division, if not the entire league. And I think they will at least get a wild card berth. But it's just a really tough division this year, and it should be interesting to see those matchups between Atlanta, New Orleans, and the third team. This is the Carolina Panthers. I also have them going 10-6. They were 11-5 last season after a crazy year a couple of years ago, and they were the favorites to win the Super Bowl. They struggled the year after, and then last season they came back to an 11-5 record. 40-1 Super Bowl odds. Luke Kuechly is their MVP, and a key addition is Dontari Poe. Christian McCaffrey and CJ Anderson make a nice backfield. CJ is the veteran presence there to help guide Christian McCaffrey, in my opinion. I think they'll be 10-6 this year. And the final team now is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 4-12. They were 5-11 last season. They were supposed to be the team that would surprise everyone last season. They were kind of a dark horse team, and they really just fell flat. They have 80-1 Super Bowl odds. Levante David is the MVP. A key addition, Jason Pierre-Paul, but with a lot of uncertainty with the Jameis Winston situation. He's got a three-game suspension right now, and I think without Winston, they are going to struggle to win a lot of games. They'll probably go 0-3 to start, and I think they'll only go 4-12 for the rest of the season. So those are my predictions. Great divisions here, a battle between Minnesota and Green Bay in the NFC North, and I think those three teams, the Falcons, Saints, and Panthers, will fight it out in the NFC South. Thank you guys for watching today. Remember to like and subscribe. As always, turn on post notifications if you enjoy, and stay tuned every Sunday for even more NFL predictions leading up to this season. Peace out, guys.